Howdy, I'm Gray Pilgrim. Well, I've got a tale to tell and something to show. I'll show the thing first. I'll tell the tale first. Back in 1849, a bunch of people decided that they were really interested in what a fellow named Sutter found on his mill in California. And a bunch of people in the East decided they would head west, and because they'd heard that there were nuggets of gold just laying on the ground there, and all it takes is a man to pick them up and he becomes rich. Another such claptrap. So by the hundreds of thousands, they streamed west. And a bunch of those folks that came from, New York, Philadelphia, places like that, well, they heard that, by 1849 there was a train, and they decided, was there a train yet? I don't know. Well, they could get on a schooner and go around the Horn. That would have been a trip. And anyway, they got to San Francisco, which was a sleepy little backwater, swelled it up to hundreds of thousands of people, mainly of brothels and bars, but that's the way it works. And fellows who made a fortune selling mining equipment, picks and shovels, and sturdy clothing, like a fellow named Levi Strauss. He became rich off it. Well, one fellow back in New York who became rich, back in the East, was a guy named Ethan Allen, and he sold a bunch of them. These cost about $4. This is a pepper box. It has no rifling in it. It shoots a .31 caliber ball, and it's a beautifully made gun. This is an original, by the way, and this is 1854 on it. So it's been around a number of years. But anyway, this was what they would sell you. Well, I got a new gun today, and I thought I'd show it off. And the reason I'm mentioning Ethan Allen in this is if you were just a scotch richer and could spend $14, you'd get this. Now, I'd call this an unboxing, but this is used, and I just got it today, and it was already open. So I'm going to just say it's my new pistol. This is an Army San Marcos replica of a Colt 1849 pocket. And the 1849 pocket was available back then for $14. So you could get quite a number of these for what it cost to buy this. But I already had one of these, and I sent it off for a fellow to work on. And he's been busy with other things for a while, and I don't blame him. I mean, it's a bit hard to work on. Came with this, a powder horn, and this is just about as rare. Some caps and a bunch of bullets. These are all, at least I think they are. What is this? I think this is a old style tobacco pouch. It is a tobacco pouch. Son of a gun. Nope, it's worn off. Doesn't say which brand it was. I mean, in the old days, Rizla, I think was one of the brands. Anyway, that's a 31 ball. They ain't large, but some bushwhacker coming up on your claim, he doesn't want to run into this and have a hole poked in him. So he might be a little bit more conservative about attacking you. This thing also comes with a small Allen wrench, because it's a, come on now, because the pin on here uses an Allen hex head screw on it. It also came with this instruction sheet. You want to know what's interesting about this construction sheet? It shows what you've got, how to load it, how to clean it, and there's not one thing on here written by a liability lawyer. This is a refreshing taste of yesteryear. I love it. And it came in this sturdy old box. Oh, and a homemade dipper for, I don't know if it was powder or for shot. This is a cut down 9mm. Yeah, it's a cut down 9mm shell. I thought at first it might be a, it says 9mm Luger on the head stamp, but it doesn't say 9mm, it says Luger. So I thought it might be a cut down 30 Luger, but I don't think so. Anyway, with this arrangement and a little bit of powder, there's no powder in here, I'll fill it up, you could do just about anything you want. I think this is about, what, 15, 20 grains in there? I'll have to look up exactly what the charge is. I bet it says so on here. I haven't read it yet. But anyway, this is the thing I wanted to, well, not to complete my collection, but to match other Colts I've got in my collection. The main makers of replicas these days in Italy are, let's see, Pietta and Uberti. But in the old days, there was Navy Arms, Army San Marcos, and there was about 3 or 4 others. They all went under, but Army San Marcos is no more. But was it Uberti and Pietta are still around? I forget. I think one of them was bought by Beretta, but I forget which one. And the other one is probably part of another conglomerate. And these things that it came with, they're not full, but they've got a lot in them. Those are caps. And caps are about as rare as rooster eggs these days because, well, you know, you just can't get them anymore. Not until, I think RWS is putting out a run of them, but CCI was the most common one in the old days. I'll see what these are because I don't even know, I don't recognize that logo. Let me see if I can, oh, it's not enough light to really see it. But that is faded. That is, oh wait a minute, this one's a little brighter. A little fuller too. It says, I see the word arms, but I can't make out the rest. Old eyes, you know. Anyway, I think I'm going to strap that into my sash and head out with a pick and shovel and see if I can find a strike. And enjoy the rest of my day. And you enjoy the rest of your day. Happy trails.